What's up, YouTube? How's it going? MD95TSI here. Wanted to do a review on the yuneec Typhoon G. I've owned it long enough, had many flights through it, so I think it's about time to go and get this fella a review. And there's its transmitter, the ST10 Plus. Nice transmitter. This is probably, honestly, it's probably my favorite transmitter out of all my drones, to be honest with you. For one reason, right here. Has that built in. I like the tablet. Now, as far as the antenna setup, I would rather have the Intelli antenna setup. These are some 6 dBi whips that I put on. Put an SMA connector in there, and then put this outside where this was underneath. It does do a lot better. I have gotten a lot further with it, but I really never did a range on this because I'll tell you what, the bird will make it. The FPV won't withstand it. Like the FPV I've had probably close to 3,000 feet and it like lagged up on me, but that's all due to that antenna. You gotta think that little tiny antenna is trying to pull back and it comes on at like a wedge at it, so you kind of got to have it angled at the copter. So that explains everything for you as far as that Intelli antenna setup. That would be awesome. You could go however, it's unbelievable. And the only problem with the bird I've had, and I put carbon fiber props on this guy here, really nice props. I think they cost roughly around $40. So, but they're real carbon fiber. I like the stock antennas for this, but I got a set of different antennas, I'm sorry, props. I like the stock props for this guy, but these do better than, you get a little less flight time with the carbon fiber props. I don't understand that, but I guess because of the weight wise. And I bought these guys. These are just like the stockers, but they need to be balanced. They're just like, I don't know, it acts kind of squirrely with them up in there. With it up in the air with them on it. But it looks cool with the red props. I like the red props. And the gimbal, you just unplug this here. Make sure that's unplugged. You got a wire back here. Right here. Get him unplugged, okay? And then if you push here, it's a little button right here. You push right here, you slide this whole gimbal off. Let me show you here. Let me get you set down here for a second. Alright, I've pushed the button and unlocked it. It's just hard to do with one hand. And you see the whole gimbal will slide off on you. Okay? So there's your gimbal. Right? So that comes off for a reason. Let me get the dust off this guy. Because that hooks up to this. Just slide the bird back here. This is called the steady grip. Okay? So now you take the gimbal and you put it on this guy. You see? So then you got a handheld device for whatever. It works good. Like I said, one problem with this bird, and it falls, and here's how you put your tablet in, and it falls on the steady grip as well. The gimbal, the GB203 gimbal, I have replaced this thing. yuneec, their customer support is trash, believe me. If anyone says they had positive, things through their customer support, that's because they're a big YouTube guy, right? Because if you check out the big YouTube guys on here, I don't want to shout no names. I can. I seriously can. I do know quite a few that's got the golden glove treatment there. And me, I got the shitty end of the stick there. Like, how you going to send someone out a gimbal that literally, hey, Eric the Red RC, you heard it, brother. You remember that one video I put up? You're like, man, that thing's got some sound to it. That was my gimbal. That's the gimbal. All gimbal. Like, I could put this in that gimbal right now. You hear me talking? I put that in that gimbal, dude. Terrible. You will not hear me. So that's why I had to delete a lot of the, or edit a lot of the sound off this bird when I do it. You'll notice I'll put music behind it. That's the reason why. Other than that, I don't think I've had any other issues with this bird. I've never had a flyaway with it. Knock on wood. I have hit a tree when I first got it. That's just because of the smart mode. If you take this guy and put in smart mode, right now I'm in angle mode. Can we see that? Angle mode. home and smart. Okay, if you have it in smart mode, this thing will move away from you. It will literally not come near the bird. It's within so many feet of the bird. Did not realize that. And wouldn't you know it, this son of a gun slapped the tree, busted the 3 of the stock props on her. So I had to get some more props. And that's what led, I think my son got me these ones. He saw them online and he thought they were pretty dang cool on top of the Yuneec. Now they have a man, this is a nice, you know, frame, big bird and everything, real huge big bird. They have a frame out and I can't remember what it is called, but it is sick. You convert this thing into something looking like this. It is mean looking, and I forget what it's called, but silly me, right? But anyway, this guy has a 5200 milliamp hour battery. Fly time would equip GoPro and everything. I'm wanting to say 14 to 16 minutes. I could be wrong. Don't quote me minute for minute on that, please, because I could be wrong. But I'm wanting to say at least that long. At least 14 minutes. And it depends, I guess, on the air that day or how you're flying is whatever it does. But this guy, you could take up to 400 feet. It won't let you go no further. You can't go no further unless you go in and change everything in this transmitter, and you have to do that through Yuneec. And Yuneec's not going to allow you to do that. So I do know that. And I touched everything else on my notes, all but the battery I had to remember. Like I said, it's a very good bird, guys. If you guys are into this, it's a big bird. Like I said, a lot of people don't like big birds. That's what made me get into this guy. And you got the MK58 on the bottom. That's your VTX and everything. There's my FAA number. She's registered. Yeah, I did the registration back when it was supposed to be done. Followed all the rules. That way when I eventually get my 107s, you got to do that anyway, so. But anyway, guys, that's the Yuneec Typhoon G. If you have any questions about it or anything, just let me know. And if you look through my videos, there's a I guess I say a glitch, but I don't know if that's what you would call it. You could view your videos on here. Okay, when you got the GoPro in the gimbal, watch touching your gimbal, you have to be very, 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 very careful. You push your record button, cycle through your GoPro how you normally do, or your power button. Rather, once you're not recording, you cycle through the power button. It will pop up a little play icon. The Google little play icon is what it looks like. You press record, your video will play through the ST10 Plus. Check out my video, I got one that shows you it does it. Pretty damn cool. I found that on my own. Anyone, and I'm not, anybody can step up and say they found that. Bullshit. I looked everywhere when I did this. My wife is the type of person that if you give her something to look up, I don't care what you get her to look up, she will look up everything about that for you. She will find you down to the last letter. So when I found this, I asked her, I said, hey, find me something showing that someone's playing their feedback through their transmitter. You know, what you've pre-recorded onto your GoPro, not your feedback. Your feedback will play through, thanks to the MK58 on board. Your playback, what you have recorded, you could play back through that ST10. And I got her to look and look and look. I got my son to look. He's an internet guy. I'm an internet guy. We searched. Three of us searched, could not find nothing. Nothing at all. Absolutely nothing. Forums, she searched all the forums, nothing. So that's my find, you know. Not that I'm going to get anything for it, besides pat on the back, if anyone goes to use it. But anyway, you can review it. But this is the Yuneec Typhoon G. Like I said, it's the same, just to clear everything up in case you don't know. This is the same exact thing as the Yuneec Typhoon Q500. The only thing that makes this guy set out upon the rest is the GoPro. I'm going to get the Q500 for it. The camera. I used to know the model number to that, but I'll have to check into it. But that's come down in price now. It's the ball camera, if you guys know. I'm gonna put that on here. That way I can use the GoPro on my 3DR all the time, and that kind of, my Phantom already has its own little setup on it. And we all know that camera is badass. That thing on that thing, boy, shoots raw footage. You can get the footage stuff for anything. I don't care what you put it on. Badass Phantom DJI. But man, this Yuneec was my first GPS bird. I was kind of like a kid when I first saw it. Had to have it. Throw a little temper tantrum. We all know how that goes when we're married, right? But anyway, it was something that came over me with this bird. I cannot explain it. I saw it and it was just like, dude, that is bad. Like, my mouth was to the floor on this thing. Like, no joke. Like, I wanted this thing so bad. So that's why I can never forget about it. My wife did what she did and she brought this bitch home. So, gotta love her for that. Gotta love her if she didn't bring it home. I love her anyway. Love you, honey. But anyway, I wanted to do this because, like I said, it's well deserved. And the props, I just have them on just so you guys can see them. We know we don't want to leave them guys on this thing. And I never leave a battery in any way. If my props are on, you can assure batteries out of it. And almost probably 99% all my batteries are out of mine. Like, check real quick. Battery check. Battery check. Battery check. Battery check. Battery check. You see what I'm saying? Everything is out. Like, I normally take all the batteries out of everything. Except this guy's got batteries and I could probably power this on. Yeah, see? But guys, the Yuneec Typhoon G. This isn't, and I'm not getting paid nothing through Yuneec. Yuneec is trash, dude. Customer support, you're a piece of shit. Because you done nothing for me. You literally took my gimbal. I had an issue, so they would, warranty would cover it, right? So I sent it to California. The bird, the gimbal, the whole package went to Cali. Any shit. California, what? But anyway, I sent this out there, and Ryan, imagine him, the guy everyone talks about, assured me that everything would be taken care of. He literally did not flash my bird. I was supposed to have my bird flashed to the latest firmware. They did nothing on the bird. I could go right back in, plug it in, still got the same firmware on it. Transmitter, the same firmware. He was supposed to update all that. They do nothing. So let me say this again. Yuneec is trash. Their products seem to be pretty damn decent. But as far as customer support, you're on your own for it. If you don't figure shit out, so that's why the gimbal, I just left the gimbal the way it was. Like, it does buzzing, but I can mute that. So it got beautiful footage. It has the tremendous footage on it. Like, got a little shaky. You guys will see in my video, when you see a little bit of this, like, that's just the wind moving the gimbal, coming through the bird, moving the gimbal. Other than that, I usually try to shoot pretty damn good footage because I don't want to look at no fuzzy shit on YouTube, and I damn sure don't want to put no fuzzy shit on YouTube for you guys to look at. I try to shoot 1080, 60 frames per second. That way we stay all clean, clear. You know what I'm saying? I want you to see that pissant on the ground. Even I want to get the Phantom 3 standard, and I think that's a 4K camera, but if it's not, it's no big deal. But I'm not even sure about 4K. 1080, 60, man, that is good. But anyway, guys, that's probably enough talking. This is going to be one hell of a long video, but this bitch deserves it. My Yuneec Typhoon G, I'm going to keep saying, you know what I'm saying? It's it. This is the bird. If you're into big birds, dude, you can't miss this guy in the sky. And always good lighting at night. I've never had an issue at night. 400 feet, I'll take this thing to 400 feet and push it wherever and just let it sit there. And this thing will sit there. It will do nothing. You throw return to home, she comes home. No joke. But anyway, guys, that's it. That's my Yuneec Typhoon G. If you want to know anything about it, let me know. I can do research and find out where I got them props if you really want to know. Okay, just in case you're looking for a pair, there's some big ass props, guys. Imagine these, the buggies messing with one of those. But yeah, if you guys haven't had the chance to mess with this guy, I hope you do, because if you're into GPS, the birds and stuff like that, this guy is pretty on point. You gotta give for the wind, you know. The wind will shove this big old joker around, but I guarantee you'll fall in love with it. So now they do have some of them out there that has a lot of issues. Mine does not, thank God. Knock on wood. The only problem is the gimbal, like I said, and you can hold that gimbal and do whatever. It doesn't matter. Like they say, hold it in place. You know what I mean? When you take your gimbal lock off and wait for the power to kick on and then let go. No, that gimbal clearly will get up in the sky and just turn sideways on you because it doesn't want you touching it. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think. What I covered in the video. Shout out, remember this guy? Gotta get him back out there. Huh? See anything here that you might want to touch on? Just say something, let me know. It's my little FPV Nano. Oh, the transmitters. But if you see something, shout it out. I'll do a video on it. Any shit. What's this, buddy? I think you know very well what this would be. Hey! But anyway, and this little guy, check this out. Let me show you guys this real quick. Everyone's probably wondering what the hell is that little thing there. This is a parrot jumper. This thing is pretty cool. If you play video games, Watch Dogs 2. I think it might have been in 1 also. It's similar to the jumper that's in Watch Dogs 2. It's got a camera on it. It's got lights that come on. They strobe. They go up and down. The wheels pop out for better thing. It jumps in the air. You can jump over obstacles. It's pretty cool. I'll actually do a video one day of it for you guys. And you drive it with like a laptop or not on a laptop, on a tablet or something. But I'll do a video one day for you guys. That little thing is cool as shit, dude. And you can post right off of it. Like it's got an internal memory. You can post it right to Parrot's site. So if you do play with this guy, watch what your camera picks up. You might not want it to see something. And he'll roll over like this and just stay like this and all. It's pretty damn cool. And this is how he jumps and all that. But anyway, I don't know why I put all that other stuff in here. This is supposed to be about the yuneec typhoon. But then once you get talking, you know what's up. That's right. Alright, guys. I know I said goodbye a million times. This time I'm saying peace.